Good morning, gamers. Here we are with QC War Chief in Atlas. Today, it took me 3 weeks to get used to the game a little bit in order to be able to make a video and give you guys some information to be able to better help you inside the game. It's really confusing when you start this game, so yeah, sometimes it's weird a little bit. It doesn't give you any big information, either tutorials when you start, so it's basically try, do mistakes, and start over. Uh, as you can see, if we did that process, we've been starting over a few times. We have a lot of stuff built around, and we just started the game. So there's a few people that helps me, and that is priceless. Today, I'm gonna make a quick tutorial concerning the sailing, because if there is one thing that is really important inside the game is that you understand that your ship is your house. Whenever you get inside the game, this is your transportation, this is where you switch from one island to another, this is how also you have the possibility to transport more stuff back to the base. I'm usually playing in first person, so I'm sorry about that. I'm switching. So here we are on a ship. I'm taking my friend Avoc ship to make the example because there is no NPC on it. Whenever you're on the ship, first thing you'll need to know is that, as example, this ship is not respecting the first rule, is that every ship needs to have a bed. The bed is your spawner inside the game, so whenever you die, this is the way you come back into the game and try to get your loot back for your character, because every time you die you lose all your stuff. So technically this is the bed that Havoc placed. He didn't know this information, so let's get back to the ship. We forgot about the bed, which is not really important at the moment. We're looking more for how we man the ship. So let's start. Usually it's done with the left stick, so you pull the left stick up to raise the anchor, and you'll have to man the ship yourself if you don't have NPCs. So first thing first, you either hold or press. If you press, you'll man the ship, you'll man the sails directly, either turning it, drop, or raise the sails. So at the moment nothing is in front of me. This is the most important thing. You don't want to crash your ship. These have a certain cost, so you push forward and it drops the sails. There you go. This is for manual aspect, but you can also use this aspect. If you hold it, you have all the options. This is much quicker. So fully open sails, which is green. Here we are. We're sailing, completely manned. I'm making a turn. I'm gonna turn around the island, which is gonna give me the possibility to show you how to place your wind in order to for the win. You want to go fast, so one way, the front one, I'm gonna go manual. I turn it this way. There we go. I got the wind. But on the other one, I'll go not manual. Hopefully this is gonna be the right one. I doubt it, but you get the gist. You can manipulate the sails this way. There you go. Put it on 0, and it's this way. So this is how you manipulate sails without NPCs. On a sloop it's really easy, it's really not that hard. But when it comes to bigger ships like the Machiavel, the Sea Tiger that we see already the name on the screen, it's nice to have NPCs that will man those. So in order to make a quick example, I'm closing this sail. I'm just gonna sail with one sail at the moment. I don't really need to go fast, so go pop the wind. I'm going 50% of my speed since I have only 50% of my sails. I'm making a small turn around the island. As you can see, sometimes the game is glitching a little bit. If you go too far, it'll have to load back some land. It's weird, but it's not the worst glitch ever. When you want to go back to port, you want to go back slowly, because this is a simulation game. If you crash your ship, it sinks. There's no way to get it back, except if you have stash on your deck. you'll be able to dive and go get those back from the bottom of the ocean. That's gonna be a hard thing, but it's simple to do. So I'm making a turn. You see at the moment it's sailing slowly. I can go back there. That's gonna be useless, but although I'm gonna make a small turn on the right, so I'm gonna prepare the sails instead. You see it's going much slower now. The moment I'm gonna make the turn, the wind is gonna pop up the sails. Eventually, there we go. I'm facing the wind at the moment, so it's actually why it's going really slow. Here we are. There is no way to get up the crow's nest except if you have a grapple. This is the way to do it. I won't do it at the moment. This is going to be the last part. Here we go. You can't... if you finish a ship, don't try to pull it back to the shipyard. It's over for that. The moment you release it, you're going to have to make the transformation while it stands on the water, which means everything from the lower deck will be pretty much limited. If you want to change the gun port, the slots on the upper deck, this is going to be possible. You won't sink your ship if you're doing this. So this is as example for the Machiavel. If I want to remove the gun port and make those normal, the ship won't sink if I'm making those changes. God damn it, that's going slow. Usually on my ship, personally, I keep one stash, one bed. I keep also the stash to repair the ship by itself. Technically nothing is done by itself in this game, but there's a way to have an NPC standing on deck that whenever you are anchored, it's going to repair the ship itself. So it's nice to have something that cares for the ship because it's quite easy to sink those. There we go, I'm popping the wind and it's getting dangerous right now. So I'm going to shut that down. Here we are. As you can see, you need to move quick sometimes. Otherwise you crash your ship. There's one thing important. If your ship seems to be stuck, it can go backward. So whenever you're not having any sails up, sails down, if you pull the left joystick down, you're gonna go backward really slowly. It's really slow, but it's still, if you're stuck somewhere, this is one way not to lose your ship for stupid reason. You see that I cannot drop the anchor at the moment. It's because for some reason it's a small ship, so I'm gonna have to get closer a little bit. It's too deep. The moment I get closer a little bit, I'm gonna be able to drop the anchor, and whenever the anchor is dropped, your ship is not taking any damage. If you forget to drop the anchor, your ship is gonna sink eventually, and you're gonna come back to the game, and your ship is gonna lay down at the bottom of the ocean. This is really important, especially if you have bigger ship. As example, sinking a sloop is not really annoying. This is a basical ship. It's not really expensive to make. Although sinking a brigantine or a galleon, even the schooner, these are taken sometimes to prepare. It's not like you buy the ship and it's already prepared. We make the ship in this game. As you can see here on the shipyard, we have to prepare the ship from scratch with all the material we collect. So this is okay. We play the game, but this is close from working at some point. But it's nice because you can be really creative. It's not, you're not forced to make a classic ship. As example, I'm gonna point it, not really going on to it, but the Rising Hovo here. It's really a classical schooner with gun ports on it. Nothing really special about this one. It's not nothing to say that it's a bad ship. It's a really good ship, but this one has no really creativity behind it. As example, the TMLC Tiger here. This one is different a little bit. I'm gonna have to get on it so you can see. You see it already. The ship is closed. I made it like a tank, literally. Here we are. You see this NPC is actually repairing the ship at the moment. If it's using a broom, it's a good sign. There we are. This is literally a tank. I made it this way. Some more NPCs here that take care for the cannon. This is technically Sophie's ship because I'm using the Machiavel mostly at the moment. So she's manning this ship whenever she has to sail. And this is the basical sailing you need to know to be able to switch from one island to another. The moment you get your sloop, you're gonna have to learn how to sail, how to not crash. And this video is meant to simplify things up a little bit. You just need to look at what I was doing, circling my own island. And I was doing exactly like I'm doing at seas. It's just that since I was turning around, I had to adapt sails much more often, which was giving you a much better example. So guys, this is QC Warchief, this is Darla. This has been a pleasure. Please subscribe to help me hold on this channel and keep it going. This game is so huge that I'm gonna have to make so many tutorials to help you guys and help my own community. So whatever I'm doing inside the game, I'm trying to show it to you guys so it simplify your gaming a little bit. This has been a pleasure, guys. This is QC Warchief along the Minutemen Legacies that are building a world in Atlas. I would welcome you with some condition if you would like to play with us inside Blackwood. Have a good one, everybody.